Hi, boys and girls. Today we are working on 9.11. We are using an area model to compare fractions with the same denominator. We know denominator is that bottom number of a fraction, and it tells us our total number of parts. So I'm going to start up here with this hexagon. Hexagon is a six-sided shape. So I can see that they divided the hexagon in half. And I know that these halves are equal. And remember in our lesson how we learned that we can use the area of a shape. So I have three sides. It's not the measurement, but I do have three sides on this half of the shape. And then I have 1, 2, 3 sides on the second half of the shape, boys and girls. So we know that it is divided equally. So if you have to divide a shape, remember to use the sides. All right, so now they're asking us to color 1/2 of the unshaded hexagon. So I look and my hexagon is broken into two parts. So I have my denominator, and now they only want one of the two parts shaded. So I know I have the fraction 1/2. All right, let's look at here. It says color parts and write fractions to keep each pattern going. So again, I'm looking at this shape right here, and it is 3/3, 3/3. I know it's broken into even parts because each part has the two sides. So I have three total parts, which is how I get the denominator. And then I have 1, 2, 3 shaded in. I always like to label my shaded parts because that helps me to know that I haven't counted something twice. So now I look at my next one. I still have my denominator's 3, so I still have 3 total parts, but now I have 1, 2 shaded in. So I have 2/3. How do I keep the pattern going? Well, I know I have 1, 2, 3 parts, 3 total parts. And to keep the pattern going, I know now that I'm only going to shade in one of the parts, and now I have 1/3. I want to drop down to our step up. It says each large shape is one whole. So I know it's one whole, and they broke it into parts. Color the shapes to show the fraction. Then loop the greater fraction in each pair. All right, so let's look at A. So I have 3/4. Okay, that tells me I have 4 total parts, and then the 3 tells me I'm going to color in 3 of those 4 parts. All right, so I did that. Then I come down here. This is 1/4. So I have 4 total parts, and they want me to color in 1/4. All right, boys and girls, which is the greater fraction? And I always think in my mind, if this were a pie and I could have as many pieces as I want, would I want 3/4 of the pie or would I want 1/4? I would definitely want 3/4 because that is the bigger fraction. All right, let's bounce to 2A over here and let's see what we're going to work on. Each large shape is one whole. Okay, so it's one whole and they must have broken it into parts. Write both fractions, then loop the greater fraction in each pair. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 total parts to make a whole. Now, how many boxes are shaded in? 1, 2. Okay, so 2 out of the 6 boxes are shaded in. So 2/6. 2/6. Now I'm going to look at this second shape, the second one right here. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The denominators are the same because remember we are comparing fractions that have the same denominators. But there is a different number of boxes of parts colored in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4/6. Again, I think about if this were like a brownie, a tray of brownies, which would I want? 2/6 or 4/6? Mrs. Kingston wants the bigger one, so 4/6. All right, let's look at 3. Use a fraction to complete each sentence. Okay, so this right here, I see the greater than. So I know that I have to have a number greater than 3. The denominators are the same. It's both out of six pieces. What's greater than 3?